Hi, my name is Angèle from Vegan Montreal, and I'm here today with my friend Danielle Levy to show you an easy, healthy and delicious chili recipe.
Woo! Yes, I am a nutrition practitioner and I specialize in whole food plant-based nutrition. So we're gonna have a cook-off and make some delicious chili.
Yay!
Amazing!
Sweet! So Danielle, do you want to tell us a little nutrition facts about the different ingredients we're using?
So beans, of course, is the staple protein for any chili, and we're using black beans and pinto beans.
Yeah.
And you can use any beans that you like. Every bean, every type of whole bean has a different spectrum of nutrients. So whether it's navy beans or
chickpeas,
totally anything you have, even if it's canned. Then we have, as I mentioned, the walnuts, which are a really good source of fat, including omega-3s. We have spinach, fresh spinach, which is a great source of iron and magnesium, calcium, and you actually want to lightly cook greens. People always want to eat raw spinach and eat raw greens, but lightly cooking them, so once the chili is made, we just let it wilt in, and then all those nutrients actually become more bioavailable. So we actually want to use iodized sea salt. Typically people go for the Himalayan, which is really nice and fancy and pretty and pink. But actually we need iodine, which is a trace mineral, which is important for thyroid health. And that's why they add it to table salt, so that we make sure, that people get it.
So we're adding the rest of the veggies.
Beautiful color.
Yay! It's gonna be so good!
Yes! So right now the veggies have become tender. We've cooked it down for about 6 minutes. All the spices are coming off and it's super aromatic. And so we're gonna add the passata.
The smell is amazing.
Oh, it is so delicious. Why is there no smell-o-vision? So we're gonna add the passata, and that's gonna add some more moisture, and it's gonna start to turn it more into a chili. So we're actually gonna add 2 bottles, and then let it reduce, and soon we have the beans.
While our chili is simmering, we prepared some quinoa to make it a real complete dish. That's a principle that Danielle is going to explain.
Yes, so we all know quinoa. It's a pseudo grain, so yum. And so we cooked it for 15 minutes. We put a little bit less water than it asks for, so it was 1 cup of quinoa to like 1.5 cups of water. High heat and then reduced to a simmer, covered for 15 minutes.
The texture is amazing.
It's gorgeous. And so it's really a high source of protein, so it has a lot of amino acids, and then that in conjunction with the beans that we're getting in the chili makes it really a complete protein source.
We're adding our black and pinto beans.
Tasty.
To our mix.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And we're gonna let it simmer covered for about 10 minutes. Usually when you use tomato in your recipes, it's good to use some kind of sweetener. Usually it's sugar to balance acidity. But today we're going to use Canadian maple syrup, so a local product that is way more interesting nutritionally and that has a lower glycemic index. So switch for maple syrup.
So right now the beans have been cooking, it's been 10 minutes, it's simmering away, and we're gonna add all the beautiful fresh spinach in and let it wilt just for about 5 minutes, and we're gonna cover it. So stir it in there and cover it for another 5 minutes. The greens are still green. We want to keep them vibrant, because if you cook it out and that vibrant green goes away, then you start to lose the nutrients. So we're good. We've turned off the heat. We're now going to just leave it open off the heat, and we're going to plate up, and we're going to start eating.
Yay!
Cup of walnuts, just regular walnuts, and then we're going to make this into a cheesy parm using about 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Any kind that you can is great. And we're going to just sprinkle this in. Actually, it's a little bit extra. And then a little bit of salt. Now we pulse it all together. And actually, if you're allergic to nuts, you can make a parm using seeds, like pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds.
So it's time to plate. We're going to first add our chili.
Beautiful.
So many veggies. It's delicious.
Yes.
And then we're gonna add the quinoa. We're gonna some lime juice, some cilantro, some scallions, add our avocado. Here's a little trick. There you go. Vegan parm.
Yum.
There. And that's our final product. Taste test?
Yeah, cheers. Let's do this. So good. Not tasty.
So simple yet so good and so flavorful. So we choose that recipe because it's a very versatile recipe. You can use it in so many different ways and it's so easy. You can add any veggies you want,
yes.
any type of beans you want. It's just know the like basic steps you need to follow and then you can be creative and do with whatever you have in your fridge.
And this is gonna last you for at least a week in the fridge, for a snack, for lunch, for dinner. And anything you get tired of, you don't feel like eating on day 4 or 5,
yeah.
you can freeze.
And it's also very inexpensive. We made about
yes.
8 to 10 servings here in that big pot, and it cost us about $20-25. So that's amazing.
It
Cheap,
is amazing.
Nutritious, quick, easy. It ticks all the boxes.
It does. It does.
And so we wanted to give you a few ideas of how you can use it throughout the week. If you're tired of just using that same recipe, you can have it as we did it over quinoa, but you can also have it over sweet potato, over some squash. You can turn them in burger patties. You can just mix them up and you have a beautiful dip there.
Yeah, bean dip. You can make a breakfast burrito. You can kind of put a little bit less tomato maybe and roll it in a whole wheat flatbread or tortilla and put the coriander, put your avocado, and it's a nice like portable way to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for watching and we'll see you next time.
Bye.